turns sharp. Ethan, are you seriously calculating with me right now? I'm your fiancé. You call yourself a man and you can't even give me a house and you say you love me. If this were my past life, hearing that would have sent me into a panic, apologizing on the spot, explaining myself, trying to soothe her, grinding my last bit of dignity into dust. But now I just find it laughable. Vivian, didn't you want security? Her tone finally softens a little. Now that's more like it. So tomorrow, I cut her off directly, go find Derek, he's got plenty of security for you. The other end of the line goes dead silent. A few seconds later she shrieks, furious. Ethan, are you out of your mind? How dare you talk to me like that? You think I won't cancel the wedding right now? Go ahead and cancel. And while you're at it, tell your mom the bride price is off too. Remember to refund me half the wedding photo fee. I hang up right after saying it. The next second, texts from Vivian start flooding in. Ethan, you're finished. It's still not too late to apologize. Let me tell you, plenty of guys are chasing me. Derek understands things a lot better than you do. Don't you dare regret this. I stare at that last line. Regret? I turn off the phone. In 7 days, the ones who'll be full of regret are the two of you. At midnight, the wind picks up outside. I walk over to the monitor wall. On the streets, people are still laughing and joking around. A delivery rider zips past on a scooter. The convenience store lights glow. Steam rises from a barbecue stand. The whole city is still lost in an ordinary, peaceful night. No one knows the countdown has already run out. At 12:01, the first snowflake drifts down from the sky. It lands on the back of a drunk man's hand on the sidewalk. He pauses, confused. What the hell kind of weather is this? Why is it suddenly snowing? I switch to a high-definition camera, zooming in. The next second, his movements freeze. Strange patterns spread across his skin. His eyes go glassy and unfocused. A low growl rises from his throat. Then he lunges violently at a passerby beside him. Screams erupt down the street. The snow keeps falling harder, and chaos takes over. People frantically brush snow off their bodies. Others turn and run. Some try to duck into the convenience store, only to find the doorway already jammed. Within minutes, the entire street spirals out of control. The camera feed shakes violently. Soon, all that's left on the snow are scattered footprints and dark, unmistakable stains. In that moment, the entire city plunges into darkness. Meanwhile, I sit safe and warm in my underground bunker, lifting a bowl of freshly made beef noodles. The broth is steaming hot, the beef tender. There's even a faint hint of scallion in the air. I watch the monitor screens, the chaos unfolding on the streets. I feel no satisfaction, only a heavy sense that it has finally, truly begun. This is where the real story starts. I don't rush to shut off the monitors, because I know the true chaos is only just beginning. In the first 10 minutes, most people still think this is just a sudden disaster, extreme weather, some brief anomaly. But 20 minutes in, the first wave of infected has already lost all control. They feel no cold, no pain, and no reason. The moment they hear a living voice, they're drawn straight toward it. On the monitors, the city's lights go dark, one section at a time. In the end, all that remains is the raging storm and distant screams echoing one after another. City communications haven't fully collapsed yet. Some cell towers are still running on backup power, the signal flickering in and out. No one knows how much longer it'll hold. That's exactly why messages start pouring into the birthday party group chat, one after another. What's going on out there? Why is it suddenly snowing? Someone's gone insane. The hotel entrance is chaos. Somebody call the police. I can't get through to emergency services. Ethan, do you know something about this? The one sending that last message is Derek Kane. Same as always. The moment danger arrives, his first instinct is never to take responsibility, it's to find someone else to blame. Right after that, a voice call comes in from Vivian. I don't answer. She calls again. I still don't answer. After 5 missed calls in a row, she finally sends a text. Ethan, where are you? Something's happening out here. Come pick me up now. I'm outside the Golden Grand Hotel. There are so many crazy people out here. Do you hear me? I look at the screen, my expression calm. The Golden Grand Hotel. Same as my past life, her birthday party is still being held there. Only this time, I never showed up. I text back 2 words, no time. The message barely sends before Vivian's reply comes flying back. Ethan, what does that mean? I'm your fiancé, it's dangerous out here, and you're telling me you don't have time? Are you even a man? Even with the apocalypse already underway, she still expects me to react exactly the way I always used to. One word from her, and I'd charge headfirst into danger to save her. I reply, the wedding's already off, you're not my fiancé anymore. There's a few seconds of silence on the other end, then a burst of text floods in. Ethan, are you insane? Is this really the time for a tantrum? Something huge is actually happening out here. Come get me right now. If you come, I'll even forgive your attitude today. Reading that, I nearly laugh out loud. Forgive me? Even now, she still thinks she's the one doing me a favor. I don't reply. Instead, I switch to the outer perimeter cameras I'd set up in advance. One of them happens to catch the street right outside the Golden Grand Hotel. The feed is choppy, but it's clear enough to make out the chaos at the hotel entrance. Several cars smashed together, the glass doors shattered across the ground, the lobby packed with people. Some try to push their way out, others push their way in. Soon, at a window of the second-floor banquet hall, I spot Vivian. She's still in her white gown, her carefully done makeup smeared beyond recognition, clutching her phone, crying, glancing frantically toward the street. Beside her, Derek braces the door shut, and a few of their mutual friends stand pale with terror. These are the same people who, in my past life, when I was thrown out of my own safe house, didn't say a single word in my defense. Now, they're finally tasting real fear for themselves. I close the group chat and start running through the bunker systems one by one. Power, normal. Heating, normal. Air filtration, normal. Water purification, normal. External surveillance, normal. All 3 blast doors locked down tight. In the power room on basement level 1, the diesel generator has already kicked in automatically, its low hum carrying through the back wall, like a heartbeat, steady and strong. Indoor temperature, 24 degrees. Outside, -36. And that number is still dropping. I know that by noon today at the latest, the outside temperature will plunge past -80. By then, forget ordinary people. Even vehicles will freeze solid and refuse to start. The true frozen hell hasn't even arrived yet. I wake the next day at 9 in the morning. The first thing I do is pull up the main monitor screen. The world outside has been completely transformed. The entire city lies buried under snow. The streets are packed with wrecked, abandoned cars. A billboard by the roadside has cracked from the frost, dangling precariously in midair. The convenience store entrance is a total wreck. A few infected drift slowly through the snow. The moment they hear the slightest sound, they snap their heads up hunting for the source. I glance at the outdoor readout, -72 degrees, dropping even faster than it did in my past life. Just then, the bunker's external communication system suddenly pings. Someone is approaching the mall's entrance. I pull up the camera feed and see 3 men bundled in thick blankets. Scarves wrapped around their faces, hands tucked into their sleeves, only their eyes visible. They stumble through the storm toward the entrance. I recognize one of them, Gary Walsh, the property manager from a nearby residential complex. In my past life, early in the apocalypse, he organized survivors from several nearby complexes, claiming mutual aid on the surface while secretly stealing supplies from plenty of people behind their backs. This kind of person is more dangerous than any infected. Right now, Gary is pounding hard on the metal shutter outside the mall. Anyone there? Open the door. We're freezing to death out here. Is somebody in there? Open the door. Let us. I say nothing. I just watch the monitor in silence. Gary pounds for a while, and when there's no response, his expression sours instantly. I know someone's in there. This place has been under construction for days, hasn't it? Open the damn door. It's an emergency. Resources are meant to be shared. Hearing that, I switch on the outdoor speaker. A crackle of static, and then my voice comes through the entrance speaker. Says who? Gary snaps his head up toward the camera. Who are you? Then, as if it suddenly clicks, you're that fool who bought this underground mall a few days ago. Still think I'm a fool? Gary's face stiffens. The 2 men beside him eye the newly installed camera at the entrance, then the heavy blast door, and their expressions shift instantly. They realize this place has already been renovated. The trucks that kept driving into the mall over the past few days tipped them off about what might be inside. Electricity, heating, supplies. Gary immediately shifts his tone. Brother Ethan, we're all neighbors here. It's dangerous out here. You can't just watch us die, can you? Just let us in to warm up for a bit. Don't worry, we won't stay for free. We'll help guard this place together. Not taking anyone in. Ethan, don't be so selfish. Look at the state of things out here. Is it really fair for you to hog a place this size all by yourself? I don't take the bait. I just say calmly, I can give you directions. 300 meters east, there's a community clinic. Thick walls, multiple doors. It'll block the wind for now. 500 meters north of that, there's an underground parking garage entrance, easier to get into than this place. Leave now and you still have a chance. Keep pounding on this door, and you'll only draw the infected here. But Gary won't listen at all. He jabs a finger at the camera. Don't try to fool me. You just want to chase us off. When official rescue arrives, I'll be the first to report you. I watch the storm thickening behind him, my voice cooling a few degrees. Then you'd better survive long enough for that rescue to arrive. The words barely leave my mouth when a low growl echoes from somewhere far off. All 3 men freeze at once. On the monitor, a few swaying figures emerge slowly from around the street corner. Frost clings to their bodies, their pupils pitch black. Gary's voice changes instantly. Ethan, open the door. Open it now. I don't open the door, because I know full well. The moment that first door opens, endless trouble follows right behind it. The outer buffer zone hasn't even completed decontamination yet. Anyone carrying spores from the snow could tear the whole bunker apart. I give one final warning. Run east. There's still time. With that, I cut the broadcast. Outside, Gary pounds on the door in a frenzy, but the blast door doesn't so much as budge. The next second, several dark figures lunge into the storm, and the camera feed shakes violently. I don't keep watching. Not because I've gone soft, but because I already know the answer the apocalypse gives to everything. Shouting louder doesn't obligate anyone else to risk their life saving you. And guilt-tripping someone doesn't mean they owe you their only way out. At noon, the outdoor temperature reads